Most people don't lack knowledge. They lack authority over themselves. They know exactly what to do. They just don't do it. And that gap, that tiny space between knowing and executing, is where lives quietly collapse. Think about it. We're flooded with information every single day. We have the step-by-step guides, the workout plans, the business strategies, the perfect morning routines. It's all there. But having the map doesn't mean you'll actually take the journey. The real question isn't what should I do, it's will I do it? That's the difference between a life of intention and a life of regret. You can't lead a business, a family, or a future if you can't command your own actions. And here, that's a hard truth no one tells you. True freedom doesn't come from having endless options. It comes from self-command. It's the ability to tell yourself to do something and then watch yourself do it, without negotiation or debate. Every single time you negotiate with yourself, just 5 more minutes. I'll start tomorrow. It's not that important. You weaken your own internal authority. You're teaching yourself that your own commands are optional. And once that authority becomes weak, discipline becomes purely emotional. You only act when you feel like it. And let's be honest, how often do we really feel like doing the hard things? This is precisely why most people fold under pressure. When the deadline is tight, when the stakes are high, when emotions are running wild, that's when weak authority is exposed. Pressure doesn't build character, it reveals it. It shows you exactly where your commands to yourself break down. It highlights the promises you made in a moment of clarity that you abandon in a moment of stress. Without that unwavering internal command, pressure becomes a destructive force instead of a clarifying one. It sends you spiraling into procrastination, anxiety, and self-doubt, because you can't trust yourself to execute when it matters most. So, let's stop focusing only on what to do. The internet is full of that. Let's start focusing on the person who needs to do it. Are you someone who follows your own orders? Or are you someone who constantly renegotiates the terms of your own success? This isn't about shaming yourself for past failures. It's about building a profound awareness of this internal dynamic. It's about recognizing that the greatest battle isn't with the outside world, but with the voice inside your own head that says, maybe later. The power to change your life isn't in another book or another course. It's in your ability to close the gap between knowing and doing. Now, understanding this is just the first step. The real work is in building that authority from the ground up, brick by brick, until it's unshakable. How do you forge that internal command so that it holds up under any amount of pressure? How do you silence the negotiator in your head and operate with military-grade precision, even when your emotions are screaming at you to stop? That's what we're going to break down next. We're going to move from theory to application. We're going deep into the mechanics of how internal authority is built, why pressure is the ultimate test of your command, and the exact strategies to operate with clarity when everything around you feels like chaos. If any of this felt personal, good, it's supposed to, because the transformation begins when you decide to finally obey yourself. Click here to watch part 2, where we build the command you need. See you there.